Okay, now we're going to go on to the next symbol, which is Aquarius. Okay, so let's see for the month of June of what Aquarius has stored for you. So we're going to see. And I'm getting 4 cards also. All right, so for June, we have the Cup of Queens. King of Cups, sorry. Basically, what this person holds is a cup that they're concerned about their money situation in June. It's very validated that you are concerned about it, and you're getting a little emotional with the water coming through. There is a fish coming out of that water. So it's saying if you stay in tune with your emotions and not worrying so much, that you can balance this out. But it has to do a lot with your emotions and the way you feel about money. So if you can get out of your head and do a little bit of focusing, even if that's walking or meditating, so that you can get more clearer about your money situation. There in the hand over here, there is a new idea that may be surfacing. It may already have, or it's going to surface. Some of you, I'm getting it's half and half. That's why I get both. And pay attention to that. Maybe write it down, make note of it. Not necessarily is the time to move forward with this idea quite yet. It may be more at the end of June when you make that decision and make that move. Okay? And this is for Aquarius. Also, there's 2 goals in mind, but you're being blindsided by it. I'm hearing, there's a lot of hearing going on in one ear, so that's telling me that basically you got people around you that are influencing your decisions. So if you step away from that and quit listening to that, then you can decide which goals in mind, and that will clear it up for you. The emotion for you in this situation is kind of ripply a little bit because you're aware of it's going on. Let me see. Okay, just making sure some of the symbols in here. So basically, that's all you need to know about that one. It's not going to give me any more in depth because you already know the information. Basically, sometimes I get where it validates what I'm seeing, and all you need is that one little tip is stop hearing and focusing, and then you'll know the right directions. Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coins. This is about setting the foundation, which the castle is in the background. Basically, you're focusing on your money situation. You have been investing things and looking at things in general. It's saying keep that focus and keep that energy the way it is. And this jacket that's on you that's tying you down, this is telling me not to let others around you with their personality to weigh you down. Use your inner intuition that you have. You're very strong at that, Aquarius. You've been working on that very long. Now we got the devil, which a lot of people get scared about the devil. I see the devil as just information that gives me more signs. So right now, Aquarius, in June, you're battling with a relationship. You're being chained down by this relationship. You're not quite sure about this relationship that you have because you're trying to grow yourself, which I see the tail growing up, and you're really trying to identify yourself. So I can hear you asking questions. What do I do about this relationship? Well, 1 is stay focused on yourself. 2 is that the more grounded that you are and you stay focused on yourself, you're going to come identify by this person if they're valued for you in your life. So those are the questions you're going to need to ask, because every situation, and I'm tuning in quite a lot of information with the Aquarius, It's going to be based on you tuning into stuff and seeing what this person's doing to you, and if this benefits you and this is something that really bothers you or it really doesn't bother you. So once you're tuned into that energy, you'll know if you're going to break the chain between it. This person that's in your life is causing a lot of drama, maybe chaos or something like that, because there's the fire behind it. Not only it's at the tail, but they like a lot of drama because it stimulates them, which is interesting with this. And of course, we have the devil itself, but these are things in your head that you are questioning, which is okay to question the things that are in your head. Basically, you need to understand that questioning things in your head is so that you identify who you really are. Who am I and what do I want now? Things have changed for you. Relationships change. So understand that when it's not there anymore, it's just not there. Not try to force it anymore. Maybe you don't get into the drama stuff anymore. So anyway, this card is very interesting, and it's got, symbols that correlate with that. And if you want more in depth with any of these, just check lifeforchange.com and book an appointment for additional readings on these. You can tell me about which video you watched, and I'll do more in depth by pulling the cards out. Okay, so we're going to move on. Sign, and the next sign is going to be Pisces. So welcome, Pisces. This is your reading for the month of June. Pisces, June. Let's see what you've got going on. Okay, as I shuffle these and get these situated. No, for some reason you already got two pulled out. You don't have to do much work on you, Pisces. Oh, sometimes these cards get a little slinky. Okay, Pisces, let's see what else you've got going on. Let's see if this is the front or the back. I've got the back, and then you've got two more that are going to correspond. So I didn't have to work too hard on Pisces. Pisces already knows what they want. That energy just kind of thrown out there. So the next Pisces, your first card is I'm feeling a very heavy emotions, very emotional, almost crying, upset. You're really having that heaviness feeling with the month of June. Wanting me to give you the message that it's okay. The biggest key is to release all that. Like you see the cover on it, pull the covers off of that emotions. Let those emotions arise and come out. And of course, you've got your swords as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 9 swords. And these are a combination of a lot of things that you're concerned of right now. One is your, the goals that you've set, the things that you're working on with yourself. And there's just a lot of information and a lot of stuff going on. Sometimes when I'm reading the cards, I will get that it's just goals or things that they're working at. So your biggest key is, I'm feeling it's being able to find a tool that will help you release those emotions. Those are bottled up beliefs and thoughts. So you have to remember that they're only beliefs and thoughts. And the only way that they get stronger is to be able to release them out and use some tools like meditation. There's Sedona methods. There's tapping. There's all kinds of tools and so much information of releasing stuff on your own. Find one that resonates with you. Do some searches on it and release that emotion. You may be also, it seems like you're experiencing some trauma, that you're needing to release that trauma. And one of the big techniques that I teach people working with one-on-one is that you can visualize seeing that trauma, and then above your head you see a white light of the creator above you, and then throw that in a box and throw it to that and release and cut those cords. And that's a really simple thing you can do, just playing relaxing music and visualize that. You have the power within you. That's what this card's telling you. So be conscious of that coming up in June. Don't get all wrapped up in your emotions and let it keep you depressed and upset. Now, where we're going on to this one is the 2 coins and balancing. Of course, we have the symbol 8. And so you're balancing this whole money situation. You have many projects going on and you like it, but then sometimes you're very exhausted by the emotion. So we're going back to your emotions again. So what I hear it saying is a question to ask: is it really necessary to do that amount of focusing the energy? I understand that the money brings you by paying your bills, but maybe you need to let some of them go and then find another way that makes one big money making, that makes more money by finding, either a different task or a job that pays you more, or ask for it in the position that you're at. And it doesn't hurt to ask, because the worst thing they can do is say no, and then you'll know if you want to stay with that company or go out there and look. Right now is a good opportunity because companies are looking for people with all the skills and stuff that you have. And this will help your emotions with June. Okay, so now you got the Wheel of Fortune. This one has a lot of symbols that relate, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet so we can keep the flows going for all the signs. So basically we have all the signs that are going around, which the main thing that it's telling me with your Wheel of Fortune, there is somebody close to you, either a relationship or a friend, it's kind of hard to say, that is draining your energy, for one, and maybe asking too much of you and feeling burden on them by they wanting money from you. So since they want money from you, you need to be conscious about this. They need to deal with their own issues. There is also a friend that is not serving you the highest best with the fox. So they are watching you with your money. They are being sneaky about it. So be aware of that for June. And there's a lot of knowledge and book going on. Finding other ways for your fortune. That one's a really powerful card. And of course, the last one that we have is the Tower. Okay. Okay, so now as we look at the Tower, some people get scared by this one. But what I'm seeing is in your Pisces, there's a relationship that's pretty rocky with you right now that you're in. And basically, it will be coming to an end. You either force it or it's just going to happen. It has to do with the man on the other end. And he's not being very honest about things. He's not having courage to tell you he no longer wants to be in this relationship. So it's a good thing for you. It may not at first looks like it's, messing up your whole tower of emotions. It's like a big storm and a fire going at the same time. But if you would take time for yourself and reground yourself, you'll come out of it a lot better. So that's how the Tower works on that one. This is a sign to let you know. I'm seeing this is that you're having struggles right now, but more struggles in the mid of June. And then by the end of June, that would end up moving on from that relationship that you're having. Okay, so here's 4 cards for that.